Today, in Alka's point of view, I will be talking to you about old age homes. Friends, I feel very fortunate that I have got the opportunity of visiting at least a dozen such homes. And I find that the numbers are really increasing now. More and more charitable organizations are opening such homes, and more people are going and living in such homes. I have the experience of going to different kinds of homes. The earliest ones are the ones run by the missionaries, where mainly Catholics are staying. The people are old and unwell, and they are mostly quiet. If you go and sit with them, they normally don't share their lives experiences. But we used to go there, and we used to put oil in the ladies' heads, and we used to comb their hair, and we used to powder their backs and give them some comfort. And some of them said that they did not like the powder milk that they were getting there. So some friends and I, we together started asking a milkman to deliver fresh milk for them. So such things have really added quality to their lives and ours. There are other homes, and especially one by the Dignity Foundation in Karjat, which is a very lavish one. It's a huge compound, and the cars and the buses are not allowed inside the compound. But there are battery operated vehicles inside which will take you all around. There's a huge dome shaped dining hall, very well colored and very well organized. And then there are two sections. One is the infirmary where the bedridden patients are kept, and we were not allowed to go and visit those people. There's another section where there are long corridors, and on both sides there are rooms very well equipped. Each room has a TV, a fridge, they have attached bathrooms, they have wardrobes, they have telephones, and life is quite comfortable there. And for this, of course, people pay as much as 35 to 40 lakhs. And then after they are no longer there, the money in small proportion is returned to their successor. I have the best experience going to the middle level groups where the people, especially women, are happy to share their life experiences with us. And they tell us such stories that make our hearts wrench. And one of them said that my son said that I'm having the house repaired and painted, so I will just leave you for a couple of months. And she says, I've been waiting for more than 2 years for him to come and pick me back. There's another lady who was crying and said, I have only daughters. And when my husband passed away, my brother-in-law came and made me sign some papers. And I realized that my house had gone and I had nowhere to live. So what happens normally is that it's a good thing to go and share their feelings and their life history, but it is very disturbing also, because I remember whenever I used to come back from such places, my mind used to be disturbed for a few days. And I would request all of you to try and make a visit to any old age home that you can come up to know about, because they want people to come. They want to share their experiences, their life story with outsiders. They want to have, a connection with other people. And when we go there, we normally carry fruits and biscuits and balms and ointments, because we are not allowed to take samosas and kachoris and laddus. They don't allow us to give any kind of food to the residents there. So we go there at the lunchtime, and while they're all sitting and having their lunch, my friends and I, we move around and we keep the fruits and the biscuits and things on their table. In a very dignified way, they accept it. And then we sit with them, we sing songs, and we laugh and we joke, and we mingle with them. And you can see the smile, the glitter in their eyes. It makes you feel so, so good. So please do make a visit. Give some joy to people, because they are not different. They are not outsiders. They are us. And their life and ours is very much the same. And you never know who eventually will end up in an old age home. Thank you very much.